Hi everyone, it's Don from Don's Family Vacation. Today I got another cruise port destination to talk about, and we're talking about Galveston, Texas this time around. It's not one I cruise a lot out of, but I do know a few things that you can do, and I have a few tips and secrets. So yeah, let's talk about what there is to do in Galveston, Texas before you cruise coming up right after this. Number one, why not take a trip down to the Galveston Railroad Museum, where you get to see all the old steam locomotives and the kids have interactive machines and things they can play with. They can climb up and down on the steam engines and things like that. It's really a great place for the family to hang out, and it's not too expensive, but it passes the time on a rainy day, a cloudy day, a sunny day. It doesn't matter. It's just educational and it's fun at the same time. Number two is, I know a lot of people don't know this, but Galveston, Texas is kind of known for their ghosts. Whether it's from people at sea who've lost their lives and other things at the hotels that have happened in some of the local establishments, but they have an awful lot of ghost tours in Galveston, Texas. So if you want to have something different and unique before setting off on your cruise, why not take a nighttime ghost tour of Galveston, Texas? And yeah, even if you don't believe in ghosts, when you go to some of these locations and you see where it is and how creepy it is, and at night you hear all the ghost stories, you can't help but get a slight chill down your spine. And yeah, well, maybe you might not get the best night's sleep that night, but heck, it's something to do in Galveston. Number three, why not get all dressed up in some old Western gear or gangster gear and get your old time photo taken at the Old Time Galveston Photo Gallery. So dress yourself up, the kids can dress up, and you get these memorable pictures of you before your cruise even starts. And heck, it's just fun to get all dressed up and think of what you might have been back in the old Western days and just let yourself go and have fun with it. Number four is something I like to do whenever I'm at a port and one of these ships are there. I like going and seeing the tall ship that's down in the port of Galveston. It's from 1877, so hundreds of years old, people. And to think these are some of the things that people used to cross oceans on and things like that compared to the cruise ships we're on nowadays. So I really like doing it the day before I go on a cruise, and I get on the boat and I look around and okay, this is what they used to sail on, and I go and get on an 1,100-foot boat to cruise on and see the difference. And boy, you can certainly tell we've come an awful long way. Number five is another unique kind of museum for Galveston, Texas. It's the Ocean Star Offshore Oil Rig Museum, where you can see how it's kind of built like a miniature oil rig, and inside they have all the different models of the oil rig itself, and it goes over the functions and how they drill down to the ocean, because I've never understood how you can bring something like that out and put it on legs, a mile, 2 miles deep in the ocean. It baffles my mind how people will come up with the ideas of how to do this stuff. So those are things that I like to do as well, and you learn something. And heck, Texas is known for their oil, so this is just one thing that you can say that you found out while you're in Galveston, Texas. Number six, you have to take a walk along the Seawall of Texas, where they built this big, long cement and rock barrier to protect it against flooding from hurricanes and things like that. And yeah, just remember, depending on the weather, don't get too close to the rock wall or you might get something like this happen to you. So yeah, keep an eye out on the weather before you visit the rock wall, because yeah, you could get wet. Number seven, another thing Galveston is kind of famous for is they have a ton of dolphins living in that area. So I like to take the dolphin boat tour, where you can see the dolphins in their natural habitat. And they kind of look for these tour boats out there, because sometimes the tour boat operators will throw them fish and things like that. So they are looking for you while you're looking for them. and it's always fun to see creatures in their natural habitat and playing and interacting with you while you're on the boat, where, yeah, it's something I like to do, and I don't know a single kid out there that doesn't love the sight of seeing dolphins swimming by the boat when they're out there. Number 8 is, speaking of kids, why not take them to the Galveston Waterpark, where it's a huge outdoor, indoor area. They have lazy rivers, water slides, beach areas, all kinds of things to do just to relax and have fun, especially if you're there really early or a couple days early. It really helps keep the kids occupied, and it gets them tired for a good night's sleep before your cruise the next day, which you will appreciate if you're going to go stand in line to get at the cruise the next day with kids. Number 9, you're looking for a little bit of entertainment? Well, why not hit up the Bliss Lounge, which is one of the most popular lounges in Galveston. It's a dance bar. They have lots of beverages that you can order of all kinds, and it's also kind of mild manner. It doesn't get too crazy in the bar. So if you're just looking to go out and dance and have a good time, maybe just have a couple drinks, the Bliss Lounge might be just right for you. Number 10, people always ask me what's a good place just to grab something that's good food and not fancy. You can get it on the road, you can go and sit down, whatever you want to do. And when you're in Galveston, I recommend the Brews Brothers. Huh? Get it? You get what they did there? Get it? Okay. It's the Brews Brothers, where they brew their own beer on premises, but not only that, they also have some very good kind of home-cooked burgers and tacos and fries, and it's just good, hearty food, and you can get all kinds of different menu items there, so don't be afraid to check it out. It's not a fancy place, but it sure is good food and will certainly fill you up with big, huge portions. So there you have just a quick 10 things. Of course, there's the helicopter tours and boat tours and sightseeing tours, all these kind of things that come with having a cruise port in your city. But these are just 10 things that might be a little different to do in a cruise port, like the ghost tour or the railroad museum. You don't see that a lot in Miami or Orlando. So check them out. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more cruise videos, please hit that subscribe button. And until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.